Alright, I forgot to grab this. This is the unboxing for the Llermuss earmuffs. This is as far away from the camera as I could get it, so let's try this out. First thing that I like is that they come completely disassembled, and that's bright side. Firstly, it fits in the packaging, and two, it means I can maintain them and service them and replace parts without having to send it anywhere, which is excellent. And two, they are the highest noise reduction that I could find for earmuffs that were passive. Oh, so yeah, so here are the stickers. This is where the stickers come in. Just gonna open it up, and ta-da! They have, oopsie daisy, red, orange, and silver. So these are helpful to put on the side of the earmuffs for different work purposes and so that you're visible. So here's the headband, and then the ear pads, and then the muffs themselves. So they're nice and big. They're not for looks in terms of how typical headphones normally go, but they're not meant for that purpose. That's how deep they are on the inside. I don't know if it's easy to see or not, but that's how deep they go, which is really nice. And it's about 3 fingers worth of space on the inside, about 1 on the side if you have a thicker finger then. So it's 2 on the side, and it's about 2 sections of the finger deep. And then they come with earplugs. I don't care for these. These are more like single use. I would recommend for earplugs to get ones that are, where'd it go? Noise reduction rating of 33. I prefer them, and they're the highest one that I could find. And that's what the green packet looks. It's on the inside, and then I have purple ones that I use at nighttime for sleeping. So you got that, and then here, where's the thingy? There. It's the headband piece. It's all plastic, so there's good news and bad news to that. Depends on how you look at it. They're not all made of the same plastic, so that's the downside, is that these end connectors are slightly less durable feeling in comparison to the rods. These rods feel like they're made of high quality ABS kind of plastic. People normally associate word plastic to bad quality or whatnot, but there are different levels and grades of it. Most of the military stuff is a lot of rubber and plastic components and stuff, and they last longer and all that stuff. But here are the cushion thingies that go on here anywhere you like on top of the head, and that's the headband. You'd put them on, I would imagine, as you would on other pairs of noise cancel isolation stuff, in which you pull it as far wide as you can. This one goes about till here, so up till here, and then you put them on, so there's less chance of the curve being disrupted. And you got the manual, of course. It's very detailed. It's got all the parts and how to put them on, how they come apart. Everything's in there. It's just excellent. And then the only thing we have left are the ear pads, and that is what the bloody pads look like. I am not too big a fan of the pads because they're quite thin, and also the back here looks like a proprietary clip because I can't find any in aftermarket options, because I would prefer to update these to the gel ones that they have made for other brands and headphones. That aside, this here pops out by putting your finger underneath here, underneath the foam, and with a couple of fingers, and you pull it out, and that pops out very easily. And then the foam here is as they picture, which is better than the foams I've had in other earmuffs, is it's an X shape. And that goes around and it cups in, and it's very, very thick in comparison. And then you got a little bit of tape there so it stays in place. So you got that there. And it's hard to see, I think, through the camera. No, it's not that hard. But these are in the middle, thinner and then thicker, obviously. So you got to put them on one way, otherwise it's hard to put on and take off, and you have a higher chance of breaking them. There's also enough space here that your ear can sit in comfortably, plus you can put in extra stuff to enhance the memory blockage. So now here we're gonna go ahead, because I couldn't be bothered with edits, the ear pad on here. So this will go down here. There we go. And then I'm going to bring this one around. And then here, I'm going to be pulling this out to put this up. This way it stays on better. I normally have it on my knee, so this is a bit more difficult to do. But there we go. So now that's on there, and since it's good to go, based on the shape of my head, these work best the longer side across, and then at the very, very edge. And it's easier to install these now than do it later. And you got that. The ear pads go on very, very easily. You just put them on and then you push them and you snap them in place because of the middle ring. Make sure, and when you hear the big click, it's in place. Same for the other pad. There we go. The Llermuss here is where your stickers go, and the L is always pointing downwards, so you'll have this extra space on the top, and then this piece will be, this piece will be towards the bottom. And so you'll have this here. You'll turn this on the inside. You can attach them either this way, or you can turn them around and attach them to the outside if you have a bigger head, and it gives you a little bit more room for adjustment. So you got this here, turn this sideways. And once you turn it sideways, it's very easy to clip on. It snaps right into place. That's one done. Then you have number 2. And they are also 360-degree movement, not side to side, but up and down. So that's excellent. They're very, very durable, and they extend about this wide, so or this long. So it's a lot of space here. These work far better when you pair them with earplugs. I'm quite sensitive to sound, and so I experimented by getting a couple of blocks of memory foam and then sticking them in the middle down here. So this way, it's not very neatly done because it's just for show purpose. This adds extra sound blockage, and I highly recommend that. Plus with the earplugs, it's extra, more so than they provide by themselves. What I also discovered, because the memory foam worked out so well, is because I have another pair here, I ended up removing these altogether, and inside I put nothing but memory foam. So if I were to go ahead and remove this, and then I also have trouble through trying to remove it a few times before that the ear pads, they come apart, and you don't want that. I've had to stick Tear Aid grade A patches, which are normally for camping stuff, for repairing canvas predominantly and whatnot, but they're waterproof and excellent, so they stick well. But pulling them out doesn't work the way it has explained in the book. So I instead pull off the side, and I put a little knife or something slim under there, and then it just pops out. And I would recommend that because it tore on 3 spots. So down here, 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 and so far you can get the pads only from the company, the Llermuss, directly, so be careful about that. So we go back here, pop it out. I put the whole thing memory foam. There's memory foam backing on the bottom so it doesn't tear up every time it sticks, and then I made cutouts as close to these as possible, and then I put them inside, and they have worked far better than this foam here. So I'm glad it has space, because a lot of these cups don't tend to come with a space on the inside. Some of them just don't have that option at all. So there we go. Put it back, clip it back. A little difficult because of the tape I put on the side. There we go. Done. Grab it again. Oh, I also didn't want to choose between the 3 colors, so I went ahead and put them both. I cut him up. This one I screwed up a little bit so you can see thingy-majig there, but and I like it way better. Even though I really only wear them for sleeping, and so when I do wear them outside, I'm not around people. I try to stay away from them, and also the reflectors do only so much good. There was something else I needed to mention. I'm trying to remember that. Oh, sleeping, right. So for sleeping, they have worked excellently so far. They help my head at an angle so it's not, my head's not tilting over. I don't know how to demonstrate it. My neck should be this way with my body, but it's normally this way, and the headphones keep my head up this way. So sorry, the angle's all screwed up. But either which way, they're excellent. They've lasted a while. They're very, very tough. And the company is excellent because now I got them for under 20 bucks. That's how much they're going for right now. And I don't tend to leave reviews for stuff. Oh, the good side about them being no metal on here is that you can go through stuff and you don't have to worry about rust or other issues going on or added weight. So plastic is great for that. Bloody hell. Because my ear pads got all screwed up, I emailed them to ask where I could get aftermarket or replacement pads from. And this is just maybe a week or less after getting this pair here. They messaged back to ask what my address is, and then they basically sent me, and this is where this came from, is a brand new pair. It didn't answer my question about the aftermarket pads, but I wasn't expecting them to send an entire pair brand new for what it costs, because typically companies, when they're charging this less for a product, they don't cover or have great customer service. And the other earmuffs I've got, which is from 3M, is gone now. Even they didn't have as great of a service. So I can't recommend these enough. Oh, and I'm going to pause and then readjust so you can see how it looks on my face. So here we go. It's massive. The pads sit perfectly. It covers well. You can see the nice reflector thingies the way I like them. I would customize them more, but this material is the soft rubberish kind, which is great for impact and impact absorption and all that stuff. And from the straight up, I just look like an idiot, like a deformed Teletubby of sorts. So yeah, that's how do I turn this off?